Well, ladies and gentlemen of the press, welcome to Fratellos restaurant here in Swindon to announce the comeback of Jamie Cox, former Commonwealth champion, and we're hoping that before the year's out he will be back up at that sort of level. The show will take place at the Oasis Centre here in Swindon on the 15th of June. Together on the show with Jamie will be another lad from the Wiltshire area down in Trowbridge, Nick Blackwell, and alongside him the guy that will be topping the bill in his first title fight is Gareth Hurd. We're going to try and keep this as informal as possible, and so we're all open to questions, and anything you'd like to ask, please feel forward to come forward with questions.
Looking forward to coming back, Jamie?
Yeah, mate, it'll be alright. Just looking forward to coming back now, and hopefully got the eyes on the British title. So get this fight out of the way, and then eyes on for the British title.
Obviously, this will be a routine comeback, hopefully, and then after this fight, is that when you're looking for a title shot of some sort?
There might be an opportunity. I mean, obviously, PJ the promoter will be trying to make their moves, but yeah, I mean, see how I do on this first fight. Obviously, I've been out for just over a year, so see how I do on the first fight, mate, and take it from there. Hopefully I do good, and might get ready for a British title ASAP, really.
Obviously, you've had problems with your hand. How's the hand now? You've seen a specialist. Is that recovered fully from the operation?
Yeah, it seems fine in the gym. Got the clearance from the doctor, and yeah, so feels good in training, and should be alright on the night. Obviously, I'd just like to say thank you to the specialist up in Manchester for sorting out my hand.
And obviously, you're in partnership now with PJ. You split from Frank Warren. Talk to me about how this is going to work from here on in.
Well, if I could step in there, the hand injury that Jamie sustained was an horrendous one. I've been around the sport for many, many years, and it's probably one of the worst ones I've ever seen. And he's done this really, really well to come back from where he was with this injury and to where he is now. Obviously, people move along and move on, and Jamie expressed his wishes to come to myself to promote him going forward. And obviously, I'm more than happy to have the calibre of Jamie on board with the team with us. So we are looking at this as a comeback fight, and we will be looking for major titles before the end of this year.
So obviously, you've added to your rank today. So that's obviously the thinking behind posting the show in Swindon. Is that the first time you've done one yet? I think it is, isn't it?
I've promoted many shows in and around the Wiltshire area, predominantly in Trowbridge with Nick Blackwell and Gareth, also in Bath. It's the first time I've had to come to Swindon, yes, and I've come to Swindon because Jamie has such a wonderful following here in the town, and he wants to box in his own town. So, hence, this is why we're here in Swindon. And I'm very pleased to be here, to be honest with you. We've just had a look at the centre, and it looks very good indeed. Really looking forward to the show. I think we may be limited on the number of tickets we can sell for the show because of the size of the venue that we have in Swindon. But we have what we have, and we'll do what we can do. I'm sure it will go very well on the evening.
Of course. And obviously, hopefully having, obviously you'll have the thing with Jamie making his comeback then, and for the other guys, obviously, hopefully that'll be a good sort of atmosphere in general then for obviously the other fights to have on the undercard, etc., etc.
It's a very exciting bill to look at as a boxing man and for professional boxing enthusiasts around the UK. The awaited comeback of Jamie's, it's a big thing. It's huge in Swindon, but also from the Wiltshire area. Nick Blackwell is obviously boxing at a very high level now, and at the moment we're in talks with the current Spanish middleweight champion to box Nick on this bill. It is a full card of professional boxing. And with Gareth, again, he's earned his colours, he's earned his chance, and he will be fighting a 10-rounder in his first title fight on this night. Someone who's not with us today, that I'd like to speak about briefly, is Joe Costello. He's having his professional debut on this show. Joe Costello, as a junior, was the youngest lad ever to win a European honours, and at one particular point as a junior was rated as #1 in the world at that level. and he decided to turn professional with myself, which I'm very pleased about, and he's making his debut, not in his own town of Birmingham, but he's coming down to Swindon because he trains with Jamie, and so there's 4 good names on the bill already, and there's more to be announced.
Yes, on your list here, I think you had Liam Richards as well, is that right? Obviously he's not here today, is he still going to be on? Or?
Liam's considering, Liam wants to come back, and he has an awful amount of family within the Swindon area, so I made the decision it would be a good place for him to come back into the ring. He's followed his career outside of the ring for some time now, but he misses boxing, he'd like to come back, so this is an opportunity if he wishes to take it.
Yeah, hopefully so. I mean, because obviously, sort of, it did seem obviously he sort of took a bit of a break from it and everything like that. So obviously, he got to kind of, a first title fight and all that kind of thing. So he was doing all right. So I mean, I guess obviously you'd like to see him back, I suppose, wouldn't you?
Yes, I'd like to see him back in the flow of things. He's a very, very tough lad, and the level he boxed at was a very high level. So again, it'd be good to see him back with us. Anyone like to ask Nick any questions on this? As I said, Nick is having a 6-3s on this evening on the 15th of June. But Nick, after this fight again, will be looking at titles. And in the future, it may be something that comes along whereby, for the area, really big, that both Jamie and Nick would fight for serious titles, major titles, in this area if all goes well on the 15th of June.
Is there any news yet on the things obviously that are being bandied about Prince Aaron as well?
The Prince Aaron's out there. The offer was put on the table. I'll say at this stage, I have spoke to Prince Aaron's management and to his trainers and offered a contest. They didn't think they was ready for it yet. But obviously it's out there and it's something we would like to put together with them for the future.
Right, okay, because it was until June, is that right? Was that end of June when it had to sort of be arranged by, is that right? Or?
Yeah, the purse bid was into the British Boxing Board of Control yesterday, and no advance on that at the moment. Okay. But the management from their side is away at the moment, so when they come back we'll talk about that. And as I've said, there may be larger things to come in this area later on this year, and maybe that could be an option on one of the things we could do.
Right.
It will either be down that route or maybe even a minor world title.
Yeah.
Depending on where we go.
All right, cool.
Nick, would you like to add anything to that about Prince Aaron?
I just get a fight on. I was expecting to fight him. I'm not turning the fight down. As I said, the offer's on the table. If he wants to have a fight, get it on. Wherever really. Is it Swindon or in his hometown?
Of course, yeah. Because it would, well, obviously, when it was talked about, it would have been a eliminator, so it would have definitely
it'd been good.
So
good domestic fight as well. He's like, so we're sort of the same levels. We've both fought up quite high for the British title and stuff. He held the British title. So it would have been a good fight.
Okay, well, I guess so. Like you said, I suppose it's just. It sounds like there's going to be obviously different routes to go down, different options, isn't there? So I guess it's just waiting and seeing what comes together, really. I guess.
Yeah, just take each fight as it comes, really.
It's not been dismissed. It is something we're looking at, and it's something we would really like to do.
Yeah. So I guess it's just the waiting game for that one for the time being, then, yeah.
It's all down to the paperwork and behind the scenes bits and pieces. I'm sure you guys are aware of.
Yeah.
If we could move down to Gareth, and he's been given the opportunity now to step up to a 10-rounder. We're not sure at the moment whether it will be a British Masters or an International Masters title that will be topping the bill for this. But we're very looking forward to seeing what this guy's like at 10 rounds.
I can't wait to box on this sort of show with Jamie's return and Nick boxing. It's going to be, to headline it as well. It's going to be fantastic. It's already making me really excited. I'm going to go back after today and start training. So, I just can't wait. What a fantastic opportunity.
You're looking forward to that because obviously, we talk about comeback fight and obviously Nick's next fight, but like you said, you're going to be the headline this time, obviously, first title as well. Yeah,
I know, it's scary for me. I can't wait, to be honest. I just can't wait. This is the sort of things and the challenges you need to make you perform. And I'm sure that come the date, I'll be there and I'll do my best and I'll win. So, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm excited. Just really excited. I can't wait.
Well, gentlemen, any other questions? All the lads are here for interviews if anyone wants private interviews with each and all. And thank you all for attending today. And let's all look forward to the 15th of June and quality show at Oasis here in Swindon.